I plead not guilty. She's my wife. I didn't rape her. When we wed, she vowed to obey me. A wife cannot refuse to have sex with her husband.
My client cannot be charged with the offense. Under the common law defense, a husband cannot commit rape upon his lawful wife.
I said no. He raped me.
Please control yourself, Mrs. Rideout.
Mrs. Rideout agreed to mutual matrimonial consent and gave herself up in this manner unto her husband, which she cannot retract.
Under past Oregon law, spousal rape was not seen as unlawful. However, recent revisions to state law find this to be rape despite marital status.
How was I to know the law changed? I'm not a lawyer.
Due to the defendant's lack of knowledge to the change in law and lack of evidence presented, I rule not guilty.
Marital rape. Any unwanted sexual intercourse between a married couple that is obtained through force, threats, or manipulation.
Okay, Ross, I need you to recall whatever you can about the incident.
It happened 10 years ago, but I remember it like it was yesterday.
Go on, take your time.
I was waiting at the bus station in New York City, and this guy cruised by me and picked me up and offered me a place to stay. I was 19 and just starting to come out. He didn't mention sex, but I was hoping for it and scared of it at the same time.
Okay, and then what happened?
He started to touch me, and that was fine, but then without warning, he started to rape me. And when I said no and that I hadn't done this before, he said I was lying. I was terrified. And it was confusing because I had wanted sex, but it's not what I wanted. I just went into this numbed out space, and then it was over. What was clear to me was that he was going to do it and that I had no say. I didn't feel like I had my own will, or ego, or anything. I felt like I was his. You just don't hear men talk about rape. The idea is that it doesn't happen to men.
Rape. The penetration, no matter how slight, of the vagina or anus with any body part or object, or oral penetration by a sex organ of another person, without the consent of the victim.
Colorado District Attorney Ken Buck decided against prosecuting an alleged rape under his claim that the victim was suffering from buyer's remorse. Despite protests from the prosecuting attorneys, the case will not be decided.
I knew she was drunk. She probably said no about 3 times when we were going on with this, and she tried to roll away from me when I tried to touch her. My daddy did it anyways. I felt shame and remorse afterwards. I confessed to the cops on a recorded phone call, and when they said, "You do realize it's rape?" I responded, "Yeah, I do. I confessed to her too."
These typical acquaintance rapes consist of he said versus he said, and not much more. I told her that because she was drinking before the alleged rape, had a previous sexual relationship with the alleged attacker, and had invited the alleged assailant to her dorm room, I believe that a jury would be unlikely to convict the alleged rapist.
I invited him back to my room to talk. I wasn't inviting him up to have sex. I know that I wasn't thinking right because I was drunk, but he knew I was drunk too. When he tried to have sex with me, I said no a bunch of times. It's clearly rape. I'm just shocked and really confused that this case won't go through.
Date rape, also known as acquaintance rape, is when an individual has a sexual relationship with a victim that he or she knows. It could be a lover, co-worker, classmate, or relative. It's considered rape when the perpetrator uses force or manipulation, such as use of alcohol or drugs.